Hey guys, here I am. Welcome to CR&E Morning Brew. It is July 31st. Oh my goodness. July 31st already. Where is the summer gone? So welcome in Brew Crew and everyone else. My coffee done. All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. I'm a few minutes late. Usual computer issues. I'm going to have to look to get a different computer, I think, or something. Something ain't working right down here. So let's turn it on. Okay. Thank you, Jim. I sent you a text. Definitely interested in some input. You've been telling me I need a desktop. But I don't know if it's just that or if it has more to do with the cameras I'm using, maybe the cables I'm using. I think it all kind of plays into speed and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm no computer guy. All right, let's go back up here. We got Floyd Robbins. Good morning. That was from last night. Lee. Morning, Lee. Rails. Good morning. CR&E 2057. Good morning to you. Thomas. Good morning. Pennsylvania Railroad. Let's see. Jim Tedesco is obviously here. Tammy and Ray, good morning, and all in chat. Hope everyone's doing well. Doing good. Late as usual, but I'm doing good. All is well with you guys. All right. There's Ray. Ray Bertelson, good morning. Ronald, how you doing? Okay. Sorry if I pass anybody. Morning from the desert. Good morning, Lynn. Good to see you in here. Hey, Jason. Colonel Cottonbelt. How you doing, Jason? Joe Rader. Good morning, Joe. Hey, I kind of posted that grain train with you in mind. I know it's not a mixed freight, it's a unit train, but at least it wasn't auto racks and intermodal. I mean, I like those things, but I do like mixed freights and that. I'm a big fan of grain hoppers and pellet hoppers and all that kind of stuff as well. Your birthday, John. Where is John? Is it at the past parents? Morning, John. School kill. So I kind of posted that with you in mind, Joe. It's hard to catch some of that stuff. It's just, like out there at Deschler when I went the other day, it's a lot of intermodal. I caught a unit coal train. I'll probably be posting that in the near future. That was pretty cool. A unit grain. I think there was kind of a mixed freight, but it also had a lot of like auto racks mixed in too. And it's really cool when you're there. It's super loud. The wheels squeal like crazy because you're coming off of the northbound going on to the eastbound. And you just get all that wheel squeal. And it's kind of hard on a video. It's really loud. I can maybe see if I could tune it down volume-wise. But I'm going to be posting a lot of those videos, I think, over the coming weeks. Just I caught a lot of trains with Rick's trains. To go back, Rick's trains met up with me, and Papa John met up with us at Deschler last Saturday. Got a lot of cool trains. And it was a good time. 27 Steel Mill Modeler. How are you this morning? Good to see you. So, yeah, I know. Sorry. I was up there getting my coffee. My wife's like, hey, man, you're late. It's like 4 after, 5 after. I'm like, oh, crap. Yeah, Yeah, Jim, I know. And I said, that's why I need to go and learn this OBS thing. And that's why I could do a 15-minute intro. So if I'm late, at least guys got something to watch. Jim, I have the real golden spike from Union Pacific. It's made of real Nordic gold and it's solid. All right. Sounds good. If that's made from real Nordic gold, I'd be paying off my house with that damn thing. Well, it's the fifth Thursday. If it was all messed up this week, I switched it, Robert. I did the third week, he did the fourth, so I didn't go up on the third week, but I did go up last week on the fourth week. But then I was up with all the guys this past Tuesday for the fifth Tuesday. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go up because whatever, it's raining and stuff. It's raining anyways today. So, but yeah, so it got a little goofed up this week. But next Tuesday will be Wilmer. He'll be on doing the first Tuesday of August. Crying out loud, it's going to be August. It's insane how fast this year is going. Fast the summer is going. It's not nice. Coffee was a little late. That's for sure. This guy's working on late. Well, I bought this at the show a couple weeks ago. I showed off that billboard, and I still haven't done anything with it. Looks pretty simple. I got different billboards to go in it. Scale signs. Give that guy a look. Not bad. Not bad at all. But anyways, what have I been working on other than that? Not much, really. Not much. I haven't really been down here too much, except for shows. I really want to get more progress done over on my yard, CSX yard. That's not it. There. I was part of the reason I'm late is I was trying to get a coal train put together, and I just kind of ran out of time. And problem is, I gotta bring that intermodal into the intermodal yard, get it off the tracks, and that's kind of a feat in itself. I was gonna try to run something different today, but what are you gonna do? I did buy the powered USB port. Now, it was working fine when I tested it, but on Tuesday night, it kept goofing up on me. So I don't really know what to do, guys. Is it my cameras? Is it my laptop? What is going on? Hey, Dave, BNSF, and scale. No, but that's another thing. I've been having issues with trying to get the stream up. Like last week when I went up, he kept hitting go live. I said I had no connection. And that wasn't the case. I was checking it. The computer Wi-Fi was connected. I don't know that I actually can hardwire in. Like I said, I do this for fun. I'm not a professional at any of this, obviously. I mean, how much do I want to put out there? How much do I want to spend, It has been a hot one, but, once the summer's over, I love the fall. I hate raking leaves, but I love the fall. But then comes the snow. So it's kind of like I don't want to wish the summer away, So, hey, Ken. Morning, Dwayne. So there's always that aspect of it. I do enjoy the fall. I love the colors. I love that it gets a little more crisp air. You get rid of that humidity and stuff. But I know it's coming afterwards. All right, man. Yeah, give me a call or something, or text me. And I have a haircut. I think it's at 1. I got a few things to do real quick after this. And it's at 1 o'clock, so I'm not going to stay on too long today. But yeah, the mine isn't actually crashing, I don't think. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ron. Yeah, James texted me last night. He did well. Everything was fine as far as his recovery from surgery and that. He was heading home. He's tired, So keep him in your thoughts. Everything goes well going forward. Yeah, it was his birthday. Who did I see posted some happy birthday to him? You're welcome, Joe. Hey, Scott. Good morning. It's already hot this morning. Last night, heat index was on 3 after 9. Yeah. Yeah, but you're in the south, so it's okay. You get up here and you get to October and then you start getting into cold weather. Yeah. That's true. That's a different Jason. Real fan, man. There's Rick. How you doing, Rick? So a few trains last week while in New Brunswick, Canada, but too short and no time to take pictures. Yeah. Just like watching your happy ass get CR&E. I'm confused. What does that mean, Bernard? Let's see. Flip down, switching layout. It's fortunate I'm known as the train guy at work, so having Dave talk while I'm hammering away at my keyboard isn't even worth a second glance from coworkers. Well, that's good. Thanks for popping in here while you're at work. I hope I'm more exciting than work. No promises. Jim has you well how to be late, how to be behind. Yeah. Oh, he's taught me well. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm almost mastering that more than Jim does. Official Southern Pacific Railroad. Is that what they're going to name it? Hey, Kyle. Don't worry, I have a lot of projects in February I haven't started on. Yeah. Obviously it's not a race. It's a lifelong hobby. I just sometimes feel like I really drag ass. I really need to get moving on some of these things. Number one, keep my interest, keep things moving, keep my interests going. It's more interesting for you guys to see new things I've worked on. I'm going to try to get some fences installed today. On the layout, or are you working outside? Yeah, thanks. He sure did do a nice job on it. That originally was a Union Pacific backdrop. I guess the Norfolk Southern backdrop, or I don't know what it's going to be now. Man, that sucks. And he took the mountains out and added just like a tree line and stuff. So he He didn't do a lot of modifying, but he was able to change it to CSX from UP and a couple of things. I could have had him do some more, you know. And obviously, the more he does, the more you're going to pay too, probably. Especially if you want to splice backdrops together. I want to keep moving on them, but here again, you know, what else texted me? No, reached out to Darren, B&H Railroad. I think he's Empty Pockets or something else what he's called. He does a lot of gaming and a lot of streaming, like twitching and that, Twitch streaming or whatever it's called. Not twerking, twitching. Kyle didn't change his name. You're the only one who changed his names, man. Change names like most people change socks. So I reached out to him too, Jim, but I think I'm gonna, have a conversation with you. I don't really want 17 different opinions. Then I don't know where to go, and then I end up doing nothing because it's overwhelming. And to do a desktop here, it kind of blocks the view of my railroad because the monitor would be so big. I'd have to get a smaller monitor, something about the size of this laptop, which I don't know what the size is. How do you measure it when you measure a TV or a monitor? Is it corner to corner? You get the inches? With the government along the merger, I don't know. What spring and what is fall? Seems like it goes straight from summer to winter and winter. Yeah, kind of. Takes forever to come out of the winter. I tell you, a lot of times we don't even get any like nice weather until end of June almost here. Although it's been staying nice a little bit longer, more into November than it used to. It just depends. Last year was more normal than it has been. Oh yeah. Are you redoing your layout, Kyle? Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, Bernard. That's your birthday. At desert temps range from 120 to 0. Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody knows what John's birthday is. It's every day's his birthday. Let's see, what the hell time is it? It's 9:18, 9:20. I'm not too far. I'm about 5 minutes. I'm getting there. Yeah. Two railroad unions in opposition to the merger until the ICC approves it. The merger hasn't gone through. That's true. But I think there's a chance of that being a monopoly, and that's supposedly not something that's allowed. I don't know. There's only 7 seats left. Well, that's good. I'm glad to see you selling them out. I still felt that bad that I can't go to that, but if ICC doesn't approve it, watch BNSF and CSX merge to be able to compete. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. They've talked for years. It was supposed to be an intermodal merger, anyways, with BNSF and CSX. That's been like 5 years ago. I don't know whatever happened to that. Not a merger, but like a joint venture, I guess, between the two railroads. But I don't know. The merger with BNSF will probably have some kind of purple or something for paint scheme. I'm dragging my ass, Dave. You're a speed racer by comparison. Yeah. To Bernard. Dave, what I was saying is I really enjoy your morning show and how you get everyone together over. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. I enjoy doing this show. I do like On Track Tuesday, but I don't get into that as much. I don't feel maybe because it's only once a month, you know. And I feel I just like really by accident how I kind of built this show is just like it says down there. It's like we're hanging out, talking, having coffee, bullshitting about whatever. And yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I mean, I don't feel like it's anything overly special, but I have fun with it. Diagonal, okay. That's what I thought, but you know, I'm not a computer guy. Jim has been telling me that I need a desktop. The laptops don't have enough power to do multiple cameras. And I'm not running multiple cameras at the same time. I just like to be able to. I'd love to have 5, 6, 8, however many I can get up around the layout. Maybe not that many. I got this one, and I have 3 others right now. But the 3 other ones I have are kind of just cheap cameras from Amazon. The one I use, the main one, is a Logitech, I think 922 or something like that. I think it's a little better of a camera. Thank you, Sparky, for that. So I don't know if it's the cheap cameras that are failing or what, or if it's like Jim says in the laptop. This is Intel Core i5 9th generation. This is Intel. This is a Dell laptop. I think I'm running Windows. Shit, I have to look it up. I want to say 10 or 11. I don't know. It's old now. This was my wife's old computer 2 computers ago. But it was newer than the one I was using, which was like 4 or 5 computers ago. Because she has to upgrade every now and then because she works from home and that. So she's upgraded a couple times now. And I get the throwbacks, the hand-me-downs. Let's raise money for the auction. OBR garbage on Dola. I can't talk today. Joe, there's another train I picked up. It was more of a mixed freight. Had a bunch of those big garbage gondolas like OBR sells on it. It's on my layout, getting a climate-controlled shed, still building stuff at my bench stall. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I've said this multiple times. I almost wish I had the room to put a shed out in the backyard. I have room, but not for the shed I want. My yard's only, I think, I can't remember if it's 40 or 45 wide. I have to measure. And then there's going to be easement stuff in the city. You're going to have it so far from the property line and all this, that, and the other. But if I could do, at least what Jim has, I think, 12 by 32 or 35. I'd like to go 14 or 16 wide, though. It's 12. I think even Jim will admit 12 wasn't what he really wanted, but it's what he was able to do. And they delivered that thing already put together. You know, they won't be able to do that here. I had to have it built. There's no way of getting it back there. But either way, it would be really cool because as much as I love it down here, it's kind of a pain because there's so many obstacles to go around. So it'd almost be better. I got a friendly little spider crawling around here. Again. Got him. No free rides, spider. No free rides. But you know, and then it would be, this room could be used for like more of a living space or whatever down here. But it's all right. It's all right. There's no sense in doing all that. I would have no yard at all on my layout or in my yard. I have nothing. So See, I'm going to get the guy's layout and equipment, heard from word of mouth. Guy's got 15 boxes of nickel silver track for free. Holy crap. They late $1 short, but he's got turnouts and bridges. He said, bring a truck. There you go. You got that huge building, right? Storm last night. And it's raining here. I don't know if it's a big storm, but it's raining. It's a bad day. Catch up. We started ordering Walder's track and Corker Red, both excited and scared. Oh, so you're going to get away from the snap track, whatever they call that stuff, unit track. We got rain here in a month, yeah. Yeah, we had some pretty dry weather for most of July here. Yeah, I know you had that too. And if you're scared, it works much better than a sectional track. You could do what I am doing, make your own turnouts. You just want people to make their own turnouts, man. You're hell bent on that. You got to be good at soldering. It's not just, you can't just have big blobs of soldering. Well, you got to know what the hell you're doing. Not that Kyle isn't good at soldering or he can't get good at soldering, but that's, you know. Yeah, I'm going to build modules next. Easier to work on a module. Yeah, no doubt. Wish I would have done that here. The timers are talking about UP owning most of the cards. Old SP and WP guys aren't happy. All wounds reopen. Well, SP and WP's gone, right? Those are all Union Pacific now, right? Nothing those guys can do about it. Although I think it'd be cool to call it Southern Pacific. You can get Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific. You go back to that paint scheme. That'd be a cool scheme. The gray with the blood noses and stuff on it. Take your time with it, Kyle. Get some of those sweepsticks or whatever they call them for like your radius and all that kind of stuff on your turns. Okay. Not a fan, huh? I miss Dwight. Somebody said good morning, Dwight. Oh, there it is. Hey, crew. Yeah, just take your time with it, man. If you're closer, I could give you an old rack mount server that's more powerful than most desktops today. Yeah, it probably costs a fortune to ship something like that. But I really don't want to get much more of a screen than what I have because I don't want it to stick up too much further. Because where I'm looking at my cement company. So I'm already blocking that enough with what I have going here. Finally cleaned up my desk. It's still a lot on it, but at least it's all wiped down and threw out a bunch of junk that was laying around, and you know how things just accumulate. After I move, my next project is train building, just waiting on closing dates so I can better plan stuff. Moving to Romney, West Virginia, 15 minutes away from Potomac Eagle Railroad. Okay, that's cool. Now, where's Romney, West Virginia? Is that more near the Ohio border or PA border? More on the Virginia side? Where's that at? What else is the border? Kentucky? All right, Floyd, we get it. Go to Sparky's channel and check out his videos. There's Anthony. Morning. Yeah, now you on a cork road bed or that foam stuff? I never used the foam. The cork is good. And a lot of guys don't even use N scale or HO, like on the sidings and stuff like that. Like, I didn't do that. I didn't think about it. If I'm not building by first snow, I'm selling and moving out. No, you're not. First snow is like in a week, isn't it? Ryan Monroe books. There's a lot of good books out there, like specific to wiring, specific to just layout designs, track laying, how tos. A lot of videos out there too. I know like D-Rail Daryl did a great video on how to solder in a curve, solder your curves. And I use that all the time. Works beautiful. Works beautiful. Yeah, but I don't like spiders. So I had to get rid of them. You can't live here. Damn it. You know why? Because every time I walk down there, I get a damn web in my face. Especially if it's been a few days. Hey, it's James. How you feeling today, buddy? Thought everything went well yesterday. I have Saturday. I have 4-inch modules and 2-inch cabinets delivered. Guy in the club doesn't want them. 2 modules have scenery and buildings to our plane. That's cool. Yeah, good to hear, James. Just rest up, man. Hey, Jeff's Train World. How are you doing, sir? Morning, good afternoon. Whatever time it is there. Coffee's up. Always. Should I plan my layout instead of just putting down track? Yeah. I had a plan, but I've said it before. I have towns along the way that are real towns, but I don't have none of it's prototypical. It's not like I don't know if this business is actually in that town. I like how K&W is doing it, Kansas Western, where he actually picked a route. He's running towns along that route, and he's trying to model certain businesses in that route. Now, he did say it's kind of a double-edged sword because now you're kind of almost forcing yourself to be prototypical about how you build those buildings, or at least as close as you can. But it does make more sense, gives you something to visualize and actually work off of instead of just kind of winging it with, I want a cement company, so here's a cement company. I don't know if there's a cement company in Stony Ridge, Ohio. Maybe. Never looked at it. Never looked it up. There's one on my layout, though. And that's okay. But, I think you could, if you do something like he's doing, it's a good channel, too, if you haven't checked him out. You could kind of focus in on what you need for the layout. So if you're going to have a lot of grain elevators, you're probably going to run a lot of grain cars, right? He has a refinery. You're going to probably have a lot of oil cars. Probably not so much auto racks or intermodal. Maybe one to run through, who knows. But, he has a power plant, so he's going to have coal cars, So you can kind of focus in on what you want to run, type of cars, type of, buildings you need to buy and things like that, instead of just, boy, that looks cool. This is what I do. I like that car. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Next thing I know, I got all this shit I can't even run. Like, there's no business to deliver it to. So like, I got a lot of pellet hoppers. I got to somehow build something that's going to take pellet cars, some type of plastics plant or something, you know. Yeah, but you know what, Kyle? YouTube's a great resource, honestly. Look up guys that you trust, guys that have done, you know, just type in what you're looking to do and then go based off of that, channels you've heard of, you know. Um, I mean, I watch it all. I mean, I've learned a lot of stuff just from smaller channels and people you wouldn't really think would have, you know, they're not the big dogs. They're 30, 40, 50,000 subscriber channels, you know, just small guys. It's figuring out my wiring day. Oh, God. And that's true, James. Just ask guys. I mean, most of the guys in here have built a layout or two, are building now. And this is, well, if you don't count when I was a kid, I had, you know, the one layout that kind of expanded. Um, but this is the second one I've been working on since I got back into it. And I still got a ton to learn. I don't know if I'd be the guy to ask a lot of questions about things, but I could probably help you with some stuff. Staging track is working out great. Well, that's good. Anyone here have a train engine called Crocodile? I have not. Close to Maryland, Virginia, PA, and Ohio. Okay. This on the building. It's never ending cleaning out my old speed shop store shop. About 252 foot semi trailers and another Connex coming up next week and still having the room clean. Man. Yeah. I mean, either works. I feel like I've only used the cork. I feel like guys say the cork's easier to work with. I don't know if that's true. So we're all here to help. Just remember that if you ask for help publicly, you're going to get 10 different correct answers, and that can get overwhelming. Best advice is to contact a couple of different modelers privately that you feel are experienced and get their advice. I'll go along with that. The other day, guys are now using cardboard instead of cork to save money. The cork's out of this world expensive now, man. And there was a shortage there for a while. I don't know if there still is. I don't. You know who might know something if you reach out to Container Man 68. He collects all those, a ton of stuff. He gets a lot of stuff from that, what is that, 3,000 toys or something it's called. I get emails from them once in a while. Blanking on the name though. Hey, McCurdy, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know about using cardboard. I don't know. Hey, Dave, Thomas guy. Good morning. Yeah. Hey, Wesley. Yeah, you get a lot of people in those little rooms, don't they, James? All that equipment and everything. Someone knows about what? I missed something there. Oh, I see. Oh, the crocodile train engine. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I've never heard of it, so I'm not sure I'd be any help for you. Fresh cup of coffee. Yeah, sometimes that helps. Nice hot cup of coffee. Fresh. Get them, Grandpa Rails. Get them. Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody kind of, I mean, there's kind of a standard way to do everything, but at the same time, there's not. Everybody kind of has their technique on things. Some good, some bad, I guess, Kyle. So that's the one nice thing about the sectional track, especially the one like you use with the roadbed already built in and everything. I mean, you snap it together and that's it. You're limited, though, to what they offer. But, you know, you put 6 pieces of curves together and you got an 18-inch radius curve or whatever it is. You know what I mean? As long as you got them lined up right, there's no guessing. There's no kinks. There's no stupidness. It's all done. But, you know, you're limited to what they offer. Dinosaurs battling up on a truss. That's okay. That's fun. That's like that not Appalachian. Oh, God bless it. I hate when I can't think of what I want to think of. He's an N-scale guy. The Appalachian. Northern. I don't know. He always he goes to Rexy. He had to travel on the one train all the time, strapped down to a flatbed, flat car. Can't think of the name of that damn channel. Hey, Steve. COL, how you doing? My layout started with a picture my wife found. She said, if you can build something like this, you can use a room in the house. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. I think you did a good job. Or use those cars and then layout business and run through trains, got an intermodal train, intermodal yard. Yeah, of course, Anthony. And that's what I do. Like, you know, I like coal and I had a coal mine on the old layout, but I didn't account for one here because I wasn't modeling the like southeast side of Ohio where there would be coal mines, or Kentucky or West Virginia, Pennsylvania, you know what I mean? Let's see, I must have banged my head. My first plan was 30 by 45. An HO. Now I've got to figure out all 3 gauges. You got 65, 7%. HO 20 and N. No SP and WP and O. 2 and 3 rail. Yeah, you got a problem there. I think you better get building. Well, I get so many years on this planet, buddy. You probably should start that. It's going to take a while. Let's see, what kind of nonsense is this? Look at Dave, John Arthur, and D-Roll Darrow, my scenery go-to guys. Here's my weakest skill in model revenue. Oh, well, thanks, buddy. John Arthur just put out a new video, too. Boy, that's coming along nice. He hasn't put anything out in a while. Check his channel out. His scenery is just amazing. The stuff he does is just crazy. And Daryl, too. First time I'm building a layout, used masking tape and laid out what I wanted on the floor. Yeah, I did that here too. Well, I knew everything was going to go along the walls, but for the peninsula, I measured out and kind of laid that out with tape on the floor. Give me a better idea. And then it gives you a visual of how far things are going to come out into the aisles or into the room, and so yeah. So you get either crocus nail or track nails. The plywood track is nailed on top of that. Once you paint the ties, they aren't even noticeable. I should do something hard for them. Yeah. But you can honestly, if you wanted to pull the nails, you probably could. It might mess up your ballast. So that's what I do. I glued some cork at first. And then, just like you, Jason, I was like, well, why am I gluing this cork? If I wanted to move something or adjust something, now I got to scrape all the cork up, and it's more of a pain in the neck. At least when you're just using plywood underneath. Now, when you're using foam, even at that, I only used white glue or yellow construction glue. I never glued it down with caulking or liquid nails or anything like that, because I was able to take it up easier. Well, the Scenics foam roll bed is a great alternative to cork and relatively inexpensive. Yeah, like I said, I've never used it, so I don't I don't have a good opinion on it because I didn't use it. So I can't really give you use it or don't use it. Be live with Sparky this August. You'll be able to drive on his layout just like mine. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Machines. Yeah, I tried to put that stuff in as I went along this way. Let's put it this way. I drilled the holes for the switch machines when I laid the turnouts. This way they were there, and I don't have to take the turnout out and have to drill a hole later. I think that's a little more difficult. Well, hello, Bob. EK&W Model Works. Running behind as usual. Me, not you, me. Absolutely. Well, like you said the other day, you're glad to have what you have. See, the camera just like jumped or something. I don't know what it did. Must be my internet. Maybe it's my damn internet that's causing me all these troubles. I don't know. Someone who lives in a very humid state in the summer, relatively cold winters, non-climate control layouts such as a garage isn't glue friendly. Been there, done that. And definitely leave enough gaps in your rails. I made that mistake on the first layout. I snugged everything up, man. There was just no space at all. And that first winter, everything was buckling on me, and I had several areas I had to cut gaps and tear up some track and relay. This should all be refreshing on your turnouts. Looking for some used to extract jigs, probably 8 and 10s will need curves too. James, I don't know what you're going with turnout machines. What hit up Rick's trains, he's got a bunch of the smales he's trying to sell. If you're going with like tortoises or smales, he's got a bunch he's looking to sell. Well, any of you guys really that want to hit up Rick's trains. He was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still in or not. And glue and other issues like expansion and contraction is just too uncomfortable to be out there much of it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you do what you have to do. I mean, to have a layout, I guess. But if you're going to have nothing but issues and troubles because you're not temperature controlled, then it's almost more of a headache. Hey, Heath. How you doing, buddy? There's New Haven Rails. What's going on, Ron? Good morning. Just looked at the pricing for those foam rub beds more than Scenics, and that's much more within my budget. Yeah. I believe it is less expensive. I don't know how long. I mean, it comes in a roll, I think, so I don't know how many feet. The thing with the cork is it's split down the middle, so you tear it, and then you get your bevels. You got to sand those bevels, or they look terrible. but being it's split, you're able to curve it easier. So I don't know if that the foam is split down the middle or not. So you might have to look at that when you're laying it down. If Jim used it, then maybe hit him up and see if he has any tricks of the trade. You know what I mean? Ray says he used painter's caulk to put down road bed and nails for the track. Easy to change in place. Looks for putty knife if you need to change things. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I just used white Umber glue for the road bed and the track on the old layout because I was on foam. And I just had to pin it. It took a little longer to dry than the caulk and to take hold. The yellow glue, it dries quicker or it grabs quicker than the white glue. The wood glue, the yellow wood glue. And then, like, at least the white glue, you can just spray it down, wet it down, let it soak a little bit, and use a flexible putty knife to get it up. Even the flexible plastic one worked out fine because then you don't gouge the foam as easily. Yeah, and that's what I did for the old layout. This here is on plywood. I didn't use any foam. I just used track nails. I didn't even use track nails. I went to Home Depot and got I think they're half-inch brad. They're not brad nails. They got a little bit more of a head than a brad nail, but they were a hell of a lot cheaper than buying the ones that you buy from like your model hobby stores and stuff. Yeah. Painter's caulk works great for roadbed and track. Comes up with a putty knife if it just had to change. And what's this for weather changes? That's good to know. I never thought to use that. I just went with the glue. Again, on the old layout. I just had to change. Yeah. Have go. God bless you and your families. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. 187th. I'm going to get out of here too. Probably get caught up. Yeah. Definitely let Rick know if you're looking for snails. I don't know how many he's got. He's got quite a few though. Engage the trains. You're live again. Awesome. What's up? Apologize for doing some AI for fillers. So not much. We're ready to be done here. Yeah, I go up at 9 on Thursdays usually. Oh shoot. Yeah, nap. Need to call Jim. Figure out this computer stuff. Just for all my using white glue to adhere to the extruded from the foam layout. It's got to be patient. It takes a long time for the white glue to dry. Yeah. Now I just used to use T-pins to hold it down while I was gluing. And I just went to the dollar store. You could buy them from the dollar store, those T-pins. They may not be as strong as the ones from Woodland Scenics. Those are a little heavier duty. But for $1, you get, I don't know, 50 or so in there. And put a couple packs of those, and I still got them. There's Waller's, the Woodland Scenics has one, and then Waller's has one, I'm assuming. I'm going to use epoxy to do balance, so it's long gone in the trash and the track, yeah. Just saying, cleaning track to run trains. That's cool, Lee. Yeah, I was running cleaning track earlier. Tommy Sky, can't stay. I thought he'd drop in and say hi. It's Steve. Back to his appointment in a few minutes. That's right. Like I said, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to be heading out. I got some things I got to get done before my haircut. I'll try to hit up Jim real quick. He's available. Home road bed sucks. I've heard good and bad. I have never used it, so I really can't give you an honest opinion on it. But, you know, Homicide. Yeah, I've heard a lot of guys use that too. But you'd have to take and cut that out of a big sheet, wouldn't you? Or do you put it up on end? Like I think that Dennis, who does Otter Creek or whatever. Didn't he do like homicide splines? That's homicide. He did vertical and did splines for his roadbed. Let's see, I buy it in a roll. Did you do a video on that? I just watched somebody who did a video on taking sheets or rolls of the roadbed or a cork, and he cut them and beveled them and all that stuff. I would have loved to have had somebody come in and just professionally do the stuff I don't like to do, like getting the track laid, wired, and all the electronics and shit. Morning, Bud Files. Ricker here also is the best of someone handling all their track, including the straight section. Okay, Lee, you have a great day too. Dave, just sent you an email showing the pictures of life. Well, and how the layout looks today. Okay, let's check it out here. Because 11 smells wants 20 a piece. That's a bargain, man. These are usually 35, 40 bucks, I think. But it has the decoder already in it, so you get that going for you. Talking about Homosode? I don't know that I've seen it around here either, to be honest. Yeah, go check Canadian Locomotive Logistics. You can run his trains with your phone. It's pretty cool. I did it a couple times. I don't think the big box stores carries them. I do think we have a smaller lumber store that does, but not 100% on that. Thanks for the chat all. Got to hit the road and get down to the shop. Finish painting my workshop. I can do trim, hang lights, and do flooring. See y'all later. Good to see Dundas James is here. Yeah. All right. You take it easy. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to all you guys for coming in. I don't know. Some people on those carry home, so near me will call it soundboard. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Jason. That doesn't work for everybody. Well, cork in a 4x8 sheet. Oh, no shit. That'd be convenient, especially if you had like a table saw you could cut it on. I don't know how thick it is. I probably wouldn't want to use a table saw. You might use a sharp knife and a straight edge, probably. But yeah, you're welcome, Floyd. Yeah, I hope everything goes well with that, man. I'm very sad that I can't go this time. I think it's going to be a heck of a time. Great time. There's some film road bed. A link to that. I'm looking at 4-inch strips. But remember, Ricky's O scale, so you're going to have to adjust that. You're not going to want to do 4-inch strips for HO. And then put a 45 bevel on the side, yeah. I retired in 15 years. I plan to go full time in the hobby business. Plus, good layouts for others. I heard it's almost so. It's not gay white. Sounds like it. The Menards carries it. Press paper, Dwight. Used to get it shaped like cork road bag. It works well. It's definitely deadens the sound a lot more, I think, than cork does too, I think. It's kind of material for roofing underlayment. Menard sells homosote and some lumber yards sell. Oh, gee, thanks, Jason. That's cool. You don't have to do that. And if you know, if you're looking for some HO scale trains, I have an estate I'm selling. Lots of nice stuff. Yeah, for sure. You know, I picked up a few things, and I have to take a look at the new lot you just got, Jason, and see if there's anything in there I want. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That was very nice. Use it over the plywood and caulk road bed to it and caulk track on top of that. Well, that's good. Now, do you put the homosote on top of plywood too? Like use plywood, then homosote, and then cork, and then track? Or is the homosote something that would be strong enough that you could just put that as your underlayment? I don't know if I would trust that completely, but just shout out for you on the train cars for sale. It's on the bench Tuesday, Colonel Cotton Belt. Oh, that's cool. No, it's not. Yeah, it's thick. It's almost like the thickness of plywood. It's gray. It's like a paper board. I don't know how to. Yeah, like OSB is glued together, all that wood particles and stuff, particle board or wood pieces. They fuse that all together and glue it all together. Kind of the same thing they do with this paper board, but it's thick. Yeah, I kind of was thinking the same thing, especially if it does get any moisture in the room or anything. I'm assuming you learned that from experience. Half-inch plywood, half-inch homosote. Yeah. That I don't know, Jim. Yeah, fine, pre-house wrapped in homo, then 3/4 Douglas fir, 111. Yeah, I imagine it'd be a good insulator too. You know, and it might have been something, whatever they were using in it back when. I'm assuming, would hope they would have changed whatever bonding agent that they used in it. All right, Floyd. Talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get out of here now. I'm finally caught up. But catch Jim later, 6 p.m. or sidetrack, not sidetrack, short line Thursday. And then, yeah, no shit, Ken. Seems like it, right? And then I'll be back next Thursday. Wilmer will be on Tuesday this week. I want to say it's Mike on Monday this week. Not sure. James, who's doing the Thursday show tonight? I think it was it Mark last week or was it Chris? No, it was oh man, shit, I can't think of his name now. Man, what's with me and names today? Anyways, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in. I always enjoy this, hanging out with you guys. Run some trains, enjoy your layouts, start building your layouts, Bernard. And we will see you later on Jim's show. Everybody take care. Have a great day. Joe Rader, you're due for a video, man. I'm having Jones in for some Joe Rader, Black Rock Central. Unless I'm missing your announcements. Last one I saw was the last thing you did on that tamper you're building. So, all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Again, have a great weekend. So bye for now.